The first one, if I study hard, then I will pass my test. If I pass my test, then I will pass the course. If I pass the course, then I will be successful. So the conclusion is, if I study hard, then I will be successful. Well, we have a series of if-then statements. If P, then Q. If Q, then R. If R, then S. Therefore, if P, then S, which would give us transitive reasoning. So you want to get so you can recognize these. Saves a lot of work that way. You don't have to do the truth table. Second one, if I pass my math exam, then I will party. I pass my math exam, therefore I party. So that would be valid by either direct reasoning or modus ponens. And I'll put in here direct. Okay, and our third one, she studies or she talks on the phone. She's not studying, therefore she's talking on the phone. That's valid by disjunctive reasoning. So it's very helpful to recognize those patterns. That way, again, as I mentioned, you don't have to do the truth table. Now, we have invalid argument forms, the fallacy of the converse, fallacy of the inverse. These are a couple other ones that I added in, and I think I'm missing something here. Then Q, if Q, then R, if R, then P. Okay. That one doesn't work. This one doesn't work. If P, then Q, we have Q, therefore we have P. That's invalid. Likewise, if we replace this with the inverse, that also is going to give us a problem. We have the fallacy of the inverse, misuse of disjunctive. We can't conclude that we don't have Q. We might have both P and Q. So all of these are invalid argument forms. So let's see if we can identify this next one. If I pass my math exam, then I will party. I party, therefore I pass my math exam. That's the fallacy of the converse. You didn't say what you do if you didn't pass your math exam, so that's the problem with that. All right, and this argument entirely disappeared. So let me add it in, and if Q, then P. I thought we'd do one more with a truth table. Okay, so here's our argument. See if you can set up the truth table. I set up the others before, so this time I want you to set it up. You need to pause the recording, set up the truth table, decide whether the argument is valid or not, and once you do that, then restart the recording so you can check your answer. Okay, I'm assuming you have come up with an answer for this example. So we need our truth table. We need a P and a Q. We need if P, then Q. We need if Q, then P. We need the conjunction of those two. Q, then P. Now, what is our antecedent? Our antecedent is going to be the conjunction of these two. So that means we need if P, then Q, and if Q, then P, and P. That's going to be our antecedent. Our consequent is over here, the P column. And so I'm going to put, since I'm running out of space, and see it caused me to jump because I got over too close. So we have 4 cases. So we have 2 statements. Okay, so we'll have true, false, true, true. If Q then P, we'd have true, true. If true then false would be false, and then true. Now the conjunction of these, we get true, false, false, true. And now we want to, whoops, I'm still scribbling, and what I want is that. Okay, we want this one and this one, and we're doing the if-then statement. If true, then true is true. If false, then true is true. If false, then false is true. If true, then false is false. Oops, I'm not doing an if, I'm doing an and. Okay, true and true. Let me correct these. We'll go back through this one. Start it with scribbling through instead of... Okay, we want to do conjunction. And. True and true is true. False and true is false. False and false is false. True and false is false. Okay, so now what we need to do is P or Q. I didn't make a column for that. Alright, let's put in our consequent, and then I'll do final here. This is P or Q. My consequent is not over here, it's over here, P or Q. So true or true is true. True or false is true. False or true is true, and false or false is false. So now, I think I'm ready. I have my antecedent, and I have my consequent. So if true, then true. If false, then true. If false, then true. If false, then false. So hopefully, after my many goofs, we can see that this would be a valid argument. Okay, next thing you want to do is watch the sample problems.